Hey guys, Ace here and welcome to PHP tutorial number 15, I think. Today we're going to be looking at two things very quickly. I'm going to try and do it quickly to keep it under 10 minutes as well, by the way. We're going to be looking at turning arrays into strings and strings into arrays, and sorting arrays as well. Okay, two very important things. You'll notice I'm using Dreamweaver. That's not because I'm a noob, I guess you could say. Dreamweaver is actually really nice to use, and it's really easy as well, and the syntax highlighting is quite nice as well, so that's the reason I'm using it. If you don't like it, comment below and I'll go back to Notepad++. I just decided to use Dreamweaver for a change. But anyway, let's crack on. Converting between arrays and strings, really easy. Two functions to do each thing for you. So what we're going to do first is create a string. Then we're going to output that string. So let's take a look. Here it is. Refresh. Hello, my name is Chris. Okay, there we go. That's our string. Now, how do we convert that into an array? We simply we'll declare our array, and then we say it's equal to the explode function, and inside the explode function we have to provide two parameters, or arguments, pardon. We have to first provide, the first argument is what we want to use to split the string. So in this case I'm going to use a space to split the string. So for every space it comes across, it's going to stop, it's going to make everything up until that space into one value in the array. Then it will carry on until it reaches the next one and make that the next value, and so on. So we've just done that with the explode function, remember? And now we're going to output the array. So let's take a look at that. Refresh again quickly, and I've just put a dash between each thing as well, just to make it clear. So you can see hello, comma, and then there was a space, so that's the first. Then the name is Chris, full stop. So those are all the elements, and that demonstrates the explode function. Now, to convert an array into a string, we simply declare the string and say it's equal to the implode function. And again, it takes two arguments, and the first argument is the second argument in explode is of course the string you want to explode. In implode, the first argument is the thing you want to use, the character you want to use to separate each element in the array when it goes into the string. So in this case I'm using a space again, so that at the moment it's just this, so it won't highlight the comma, this, and if I put them together they'll all be one word. So I'm just going to put a space between each element, and that will make it a proper sentence. Then the second thing is the array you want to make into a string. I'm just going to check the time. Okay, cool. So let's save and refresh, and you can see here the end result. It's exactly the same as when we started out. Okay, now let's oh yeah, and the way to remember which function does which is when you, sorry, I've got it in my book here, one sec. Okay, this okay, there we go. Okay, so when you turn a string into an array, you are taking it apart or exploding it, and when you put an array into a string, you're gluing it back together. So that's imploding. Okay, so exploding, taking apart, imploding, putting back together. That's the way to remember which does which. Okay, now we're going to look at sorting arrays. We've looked at arrays already, so we know how they work. So sorting should be pretty simple. There are three main sort functions. That's the sort function, the a sort function, and the k sort function. Okay. Just a line break to separate everything out. We're going to create an array with keys and values. So moo is to cow, meow is to cat, and roof is to dog. Okay, and output those key value pairs like so, just putting an equals between each one. Now let's look at the first sort function we had, the just sort like that. Okay, what the sort function does is it sorts the values, it sorts the array by value, but it will discard the original key. So what's going to happen is it's going to put these in order, so cat, cow, and then dog. But it's going to discard the keys and add its own numerical keys. Okay, and let's take a look at what that does. F5. Okay, so we can see cat, cow, dog, but it's got rid of those keys, which were pretty important in the array, and replaced it with 0, 1, and 2 numerical keys. Okay, so sort's good if you want to sort a function and you don't mind losing its keys. Now the next function is the asort function. Now asort does exactly the same thing as sort, but it keeps the original keys. So it sorts by value but keeps the keys. Now let's test this again. Okay, so here we see cat, cow, dog in order, but it's kept the keys, those important keys. So yeah, okay, cool, that's asort done. This is going pretty quick, I'm glad. Okay, and the final type of sort is the ksort, which pretty obviously sorts the array by key. That's what the K stands for. Don't bother asking me what the A stands for, because I don't actually know. It's only obvious in this case. It might stand for attribute, I don't know, that's completely a guess, but whatever. So the ksort sorts by key, sorts the array by key, it doesn't sort by value. So what we should actually end up with, if we look back, is meow, moo, and roof. That's the order it should be in. And of course it keeps the values. There's no function which sorts by key but discards the values, because that's just silly. Okay. What's the point in that? The value is the most important part. While the key may be pretty important, the value is definitely the most important part. So let's save. There we go. Refresh. And here we can see well, actually, coincidentally, the keys, when you sort by key, it's the same result as when you sort by value and keeping the keys. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you will trust me that that's been sorted by key. So that's it for the tutorial. Let's just check the time. Okay, 7 minutes, good. I'm gonna finish this off quickly by saying you can do all three of these functions but in reverse simply by prefixing them with R. So rsort, arsort, and krsort. Or sorry, not... is that right? Yes, okay, so not prefixing in two of the cases. Rsort is to reverse sort but lose the key. Arsort is to reverse sort but keep key, and krsort is to reverse sort but by key. Okay, so that's the whole tutorial. Good to see you guys again, and over and out.